Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But guys, the semifinals for the APA, the St. Louis Rampardos are taking on the Philadelphia SHOWDOWN and Coach ultraplayer in a rematch from the regular season and also the semifinal match. A win here means we will go to the finals and take on either Emvee or Gator, but we've got a tremendous opponent in front of us, which is ultraplayer. And I did allude to the fact that we played earlier in the season. I did beat him early in the season with Tapu Bulu and MUSHARNA. Our teams are very different now, as we did kind of draft a team based on the Pokemon that we had throughout the season. If you missed last week's battle, definitely check that out. As against Vivid Color in the quarterfinals, and we obviously picked up a W. I'm going to break down Ultra's team. We're going to talk about my team, what I'm bringing, etc. right now, and then the battle will probably be in a few minutes after that. So get yourselves ready, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you guys are new, and one thing that I want to mention that's super duper important in this video is the WBE, the World Battle Entertainment League, is my league. It is starting up soon. Next week will be the draft. Actually, next Saturday on the 8th and 9th is going to be the draft stream at 11 o'clock in the morning, going until 2 o'clock both days Eastern time, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys would go in the description below, click the link, go to the YouTube channel for the WBE, and subscribe to the WBE YouTube channel. I'm telling you this because there's a few reasons. One, I don't want you guys to miss the amazing content that we have scheduled for the WBE this season, including analyst videos and all sorts of stuff. Two, there's an awesome trailer there showcasing the WBE and the draft stream information. And three, in order to monetize a YouTube channel nowadays, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of watch time, whatever else. And I'm not trying to monetize the channel for myself, but I want to monetize it so I can pay the analysts. For those who don't know, the WBE is a well-oiled machine, and we're actually going to be paying the content creators that make the videos on the channel, you know, to help incentivize them to create awesome power rankings and draft analysis and all sorts of cool stuff. And the faster we can monetize the channel, the more I can actually help out those other creators. So we've got like 50 people working on the WBE project, and it's really important that we try to get this channel monetized as soon as we can so that way we can help out those people even more than we're already aiming to do. So just some information there, and I hope you guys are excited because I'm so stoked to do the draft stream and show you guys the team that we're going to have for the Minnesota Vikavolt moving into WBE. But that's next week. We hopefully will have a championship match next week as well. But let's get through the semifinals first against ultraplayer. He's got a pretty incredible team. He's got a Mew, which is oftentimes seen defensive. If he brings offensive Mew, it's likely a nasty plot set. Offensive Mew. Landorus Therian form, a massive threat. I actually have a really good team against Landorus, though, in the fact that I have a Bronzong and a Rotom. Both are very good Pokemon that can kind of deal with Landorus. He could run a Gravity Landorus set, which allows him to basically remove those Levitates and hit Earthquakes. Florges, very, very physically and specially defensive, bulky Pokemon. My hope is that if he brings Florges, he doesn't bring fully specially defensive. I hope he brings more physically defensive because it's easier for me on a team to deal with. He's got the Jolteon, very fast Electric-type Pokemon. He can run Life Orb or Specs. Pelipper and Kingdra form a Rain Core on his team, which I actually do think there's a good chance he brings that. It's very scary for my team to deal with Rain. I have a hard time with it, but I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. He's got the Durant, hard-hitting, fast, you know, Steel and Bug-type that just has to rely on hustle hitting, but it's also a good Z-move user. Miltank is one of the better ways to deal with Victini in the game. With thick fat, it can be very defensive and kind of sponge those hits. Chestnut, very bulky, grass and rock type, or I'm sorry, grass and fighting type Pokemon that actually kind of slows down things like Tyrantrum and Lopunny. Very likely he brings that. Mega Aerodactyl, blistering fast, rock and flying type that can hit really hard. He's got an issue with Aerodactyl this week, and he has to run a lot of coverage. He can't just run, you know, Stone Edge, Earthquake, or whatever. He needs Aqua Tail, he needs Crunch, he might need Iron Head, he might need Aerial Ace. There's a lot of moves that he's got to compress onto that Aerodactyl set. So if he brings Aerodactyl, I expect it to be 4 attacks. I don't really necessarily expect Stealth Rock or Taunt anything on that. And then Rapidash is a relatively fast fire-type Pokemon that hits pretty hard on the physical side primarily. So those are the Pokemon that he's got on his team. I expect the 6 on the layout. If he doesn't bring the Rain Core, the Pelipper Kingdra, I could see something like Miltank Chestnut. I can see, you know, Jolteon getting thrown in there. I think Durant, Rapidash are probably the 2 least likely Pokemon to come, although I could see both of those coming as well. If Durant comes, I'm going to assume it's probably going to be Z-move because those hustle misses are massive. But let's talk about our team and what I'm bringing, why I am bringing it this week. Kicking things off here with the Voltergeist, our Rotom, modest choice specs, match XP, max special attack Rotom with Hydro Pump, Hidden Power, Ice, Volt Switch, and Trick. This thing does 2 things for us. One, it tricks on the specs to things that don't want it. Miltank, Chestnut, Florges, things like that. Mew if he's defensive, Landorus generally doesn't want to choice specs, etc. Very good at tricking that specs off. Otherwise, we are just clicking Choice Specs, Hydro Pump. I do think we have a good chance to win this game if I can land all my attacks. I have a lot of 80% moves and 77% accurate moves this game. So if I can land all those attacks, I think we're going to be in a good spot. But this is most likely my dedicated lead. I'm going to sit there. I'm just going to start clicking Hydro Pump and hope he overpredicts or hope he does not expect Choice Specs Rotom, because defensive Rotom looks really good against him. So he's probably not going to expect Specs. My whole strategy this week, much like other weeks, is to weaken my opponent's team, send out Mimikyu, set up a Swords Dance, and hopefully win the game. That is our game plan going into this match. I do think that's very plausible to execute that game plan. Shadow Sneak, Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, and Play Rough, Life Orb, Max Attack, a lot of speed. We outspeed Adamant, Max Speed Landorus. If he goes Max Speed Jolly, he does outspeed us, but I wanted that extra damage with Adamant on Mimikyu. Mimikyu's damage output is pretty low. 2 Swords Dances means we probably win the game. 1 Swords Dance means if everything's chipped, we should be able to win the game. Shadow Sneak does a lot of damage to things like the Jolteons and the Aerodactyls of the world that do outspeed me, so we have that going for us. And again, I expect a defensive Mew, so if he brings it. I've got Donphan here, which is a max HP, a lot of attack, a lot of defense, Earthquake, Gyro Ball, Ice Shard, Toxic, Ice Shard there for Landorus, Aerodactyl, again, those chips. Gyro Ball, because I was actually running Stealth Rock, and I found that Gyro Ball was better for Aerodactyl. I don't need speed on Donphan, I'm slower than everything anyway, so I'm just running 0 speed with Brave Nature. And then I've got Toxic there, because I think that Toxic could be actually really crucial to whittle down the switch-ins to this thing. The Miltanks, the Chestnuts, the Florges, I can Toxic them, whittle those down, and give myself an opportunity to, you know, hopefully beat them later in the match. I've got our Bronzong here, a little bit of heat. The Sunny Day Bronzong, max special defense, max HP. This allows us to actually take 2 Choice Specs hits from the Kingdra and Rain. I can set up the Sunny Day, change the weather, and completely throw off his strategy if he brings a Choice Specs or Life Orb Kingdra, because generally the Bronzong can slow down that Kingdra, and with Sunny Day, I shut down those water-type moves, cut its speed down, do a lot of different things that allow the rest of the team to kind of put in the work. Toxic there to whittle things down like the Florges, and then Gyro Ball to just hit things like Arrow. I really wanted Hidden Power on this thing instead of Sunny Day, but I just know how big of a threat that weather is. I have to be able to deal with that. Victini, our primary special breaker this game. Timid, max special attack, max speed, Life Orb, Blue Flare, Focus Blast, Thunder, and Flame Charge. Fun fact, Flame Charge plus Thunder one-shots the Aerodactyl. Blue Flare into Focus Blast one-shots the Miltank, even if he's specially bulky. Blue Flare just wrecks things. This is why I mentioned that I want his Florges to be physically defensive, not specially, because Florges is very difficult for my team to break down, hence the Toxic on stuff. Blue Flare hopefully wrecks some things. This is a very good defensive switch into stuff like Chestnut. It can switch into things like, you know, like the Rapidash. It can deal with the Florges relatively well, so it's really designed for those things. And then last but not least is going to be our Low Punny. Ice Punch for turn, High Jump Kick, Fake Out. Fake Out's really important just for that extra bit of chip damage, slowing down or stalling out Rain, just getting a little bit of damage on stuff. Return hits really hard. High Jump Kick is there to hit a couple different things like Durant and just, you know, Aerodactyl and stuff. And then the Ice Punch is there for Landorus Therian form. Low Punny has a weird matchup this week. It obviously gets shut down by things like Florges defensively. Mew can kind of shut it down. Intimidate on Lando. You know, Aerial Ace, Aerodactyl wrecks it. But I just felt like it was the best 6-mon. I toyed with things like Tornadus and Tyrantrum and you know, things like that. But I really felt like these were the best 6 that I could bring. I was going to bring Tornadus again, like a Z moveset, because I do think that kind of wrecks him, but I just felt like Tornadus actually was hurting more than helping in this game. So that's my game plan. I'm probably going to lead Rotom. I'm going to actually probably insta-lock it just as an intimidation strategy. And we're going to have fun, man. We worked really hard to get to this point in the season. I feel really good, win or lose. It's been a great season. I'm excited to jump into the battles. So let's not waste any more time. Without further ado, I'm going to get connected to Ultra, and we're going to throw down, get that popcorn ready. Let's do this. Alright guys, we are connected here with the Ultra. Let's find out exactly which 6 Pokemon he's going to be bringing to this battle. Should be a pretty interesting one, man. Semi-final hype. Like I said, I'm super proud of how he played this season. I'm really excited for WBE to kick off, but I really want to make it to the championship in this season. Like I said, we worked really hard to get to this point, so and this is a really good shot here, man. We just got to win one more game until we get to the championship. So this dude's in our way. Let's make it happen, guys. Like I said, either way, man, show some love, though. Be sure to check out my opponent's side of the battle. I'll have his link in the description below. Yeah, man, I think, like, if I can just play smart in this game and just set it up for Mimikyu at the end, I think we're going to be in good shape. It's not going to be an easy one, though. This guy's a good battler, and even though we won last time, you know, Pokemon is a funny game sometimes, so we're going to have to make some really good plays. But I feel really good about how we played lately, so we're just going to try to keep focused on that. And you know, I ran some practice battles and stuff, and those went pretty well, so we'll just do our absolute bestest, you know what I'm saying, as we kind of wait for him to get ready here. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. He's like, what do I do? I gotta pick my Pokemon. I don't know what to do. Which Pokemon do I pick? Okay, he says he's gotta redo something, so we're gonna have to reconnect here shortly. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, looks like we're ready to rock. Let's see which 6 Pokemon he's gonna be bringing. The reveal is now. That's the rain, dude. No Florges. Whew, glad to see that. That thing is really hard for me to take down. So let's remove Jolteon. We'll add Jolteon over Florges. That's fine. Everything else is pretty much expected. So not surprising there. Again, the rain, definitely scary. Not gonna lie. We don't have the best answers to deal with rain, but I think I can deal with rain. I love Rotom as my lead, so we're gonna hard lock that because Rotom is phenomenal. And let's just do that, man. Pretty simple. I know exactly what I wanted to do. So there's that. So he's got Lando, Kingdra, Pelipper, Aerodactyl, Jolteon, Mew, and yeah, whatever the other one I didn't mention is. I don't know, but I think that's 6. Either way. So yeah, looking at the team comp, that's definitely offensive Kingdra, maybe Choice Scarf or Damp Rock Pelipper. It's probably one of the 2 sets there. Obviously Mega Aerodactyl. The Jolteon is probably going to be Life Orb or Specs. I think Specs Jolteon's actually pretty good against me. Lando could be Z-Move, but we can assume that that's a Swift Swim Kingdra and not the dual like Focus Energy, you know, agility nonsense or whatever. So Swift Swim it is. I do love Mimikyu in this match though. Our strategy 1,000,000% is all about Mimikyu this game because he does not have a ton of switch-ins if things get chipped down to Mimikyu. So let's see what he's going to leave with. Probably Pelipper, but he's going to leave with Toph, which is going to be the Lando. Fine by me because I get to click that beautiful Hydro Pump right now, and Hydro Pump's going to look fierce because he doesn't really have a good switch into it. You know, he can predict an electric move, go Jolteon. He can predict a Hydro Pump and go Kingdra, but it's going to be coming out without rain, so not really a huge threat there. So we're just going to Hydro Pump because I know I can live a hit from this thing. If he knockoffs, I still knock him out with Hydro Pump. If he U-turns, again, something is getting absolutely wrecked with a Hydro Pump here. If he goes Pelipper, I 2-shot Pelipper with Hydro Pump and rain. So this is why we're leading Rotom. I had this planned out. When I made this team, the first thing I made on this team was Specs Rotom because I really felt like, even though he has some really defensive Pokemon, Rotom is often defensive. So he, in his mind here, he thinks, all right, am I going to get Will-O-Wisp? Am I going to get Volt Switched on? Does he have Hidden Power Ice? Does he just go for a Hydro Pump here? You know, and like I said, if Kingdra comes in, then Kingdra comes in. Like, he doesn't have rain yet, so it's not as big of a threat if the rain's not up, and that could just give me in a Bronzong, which could get my rocks up, which I really like. His rocker is gonna just be probably the Mew. He's just gonna U-turn out. I'm gonna check this damage here. We're gonna go from 157 down to 116. That did quite a bit of damage, but that's probably just adamant. Lando, I do want to just calc that actually. So I went to 157 to 116 because this could give me some insight as to what he is. So that's 41. So 41 out of 157 is 26%. That's a standard, probably adamant. No, that's a standard Jolly set on the low end. Okay, so we can assume he's standard Jolly, no crazy items. So the ideal situation here is he just goes Jolteon and gets blown back by Hydro Pump. That's the ideal, or gets 2-shot on Mew. He's gonna find out I'm Specs right now though. So let's just hit this Hydro Pump, and hopefully we blow back a Jolteon right now. That would be a great way to tilt my opponent. He's gonna go Sir Arthur. That is gonna be the Jolteon. Don't miss. Nice. I think this Jolteon's dead. He's AV. Okay, so he's Assault Vest Jolteon. We know this now. He's definitely Assault Vest Jolteon. And he's gonna probably Volt Switch here. I can just continue to put the pressure on him. And just go for another Hydro Pump. Could bring in the Pelipper, but he doesn't really have a good Hydro Pump switch, so I'm just gonna Hydro Pump here. Okay, so he's definitely Assault Vest Jolteon. We figured that one out pretty quickly there. No problemo. I assume he just T-Bolts. I should be able to live it now that I know he's not anything other than AV. So Hydro Pump looks good, because again, his best switch into this would be the Kingdra, and he has to come in without rain. So I think he just Volt Switches, maybe goes Pelipper. You know, but honestly, again, this match is really about whittling things down so I can get my Mimikyu in to win the game. So if my Rotom can keep putting on pressure early game, this is perfect. So let me just make a note that this Jolteon is also weakened. It's at about 45%. And I don't even have to run the calc, but I'll just take a look. I'm like, he's obviously got to be AV. He's going to HP Grass, but I should be able to take this no problem. I didn't calc it, but I just assumed. We take it without a problem, and we hit a Hydro Pump. Good job. Good job, Rotom. And Rotom seals the deal there. Rotom kills Jolteon with Hydro Pump. So, was that a good trade? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm basically trading my Rotom for the Jolteon, but it puts him on the back foot, and Jolteon was annoying for my team for sure. It outsped my Victini and stuff, so. But we got rid of that. AV Jolteon, man, that was a big save on his part having the AV. Because if it wasn't AV, he would have went down. Here comes Leah. That's going to be the Mew. Okay. I'm just going to Hydro Pump this thing for damage, because again, we're just trying to weaken this Mew. If he wants to knock me out, that's fine. I do not want to allow this Mew to sit up on me. Let's just Hydro Pump. If he knocks me out with a Psychic, then I can get some insight on this thing. He's just gonna go for the Psychic. This should just knock me out, unless he's like fully offensive or something, but yeah, he's gonna knock me out. So Mew kills Rotom with Psychic. Okay, so that's fine. All right, let's think about this. What is my best play into Mew here? Probably my Victini, firing off some blue flares. Probably my best bet is just go Victini, click Blue Flare, or Flame Charge. But I think Blue Flare is probably the play. Yeah, I'm gonna go Victini here. We're gonna start firing on Blue Flares. I can also Flame Charge, predicting the Pelipper here, because he obviously could be Scarf Pelipper and bring that in. I could just Thunder as well, predicting the Pelipper. Yeah, Thunder's not a bad play. Blue Flare is definitely the better play. I think I want to Flame Charge predicting the Pelipper. Because Pelipper comes in, it's definitely problematic. Because he comes in, takes a Blue Flare, doesn't do anything, and then if he's Scarfed, I'm in kind of a weird spot. What are the chances he's actually Scarfed, though? I feel like Damp Rock makes more sense. I think I Blue Flare. I'm going to Blue Flare. He does stay in. That's good for me that he stayed in, because that means I didn't misplay. I get him down to about 45%. He goes for Taunt. Dude, fine by me, man. Fine by me. All right, do you let your Mew go down here? You're 45%. I'm assuming he just goes Pelipper, so I'm going to Flame Charge, I think, this time. Assuming the Pelipper comes in, because then I can freely fire off a Thunder on anything that comes in. And I'll be faster than the other stuff. I don't have to Blue Flare. I think he saves Mew. I'm going to Flame Charge. I think he just goes right into his Pelipper here. But I got this Mew weakened, which is massive. Massive. Because now that's easier to take down. I don't see an item on him either, something to note. But we're going to Flame Charge this time, because he taunted, so that tells me he's defensive. Not sure if he expected me to substitute there, or what he kind of expected. A little surprised on the taunt, but we're going to Flame Charge. He's going to switch. This Flame Charge will get us out. Patera, perfect. This is exactly as I had planned. My strategy here was to Flame Charge into this thing, and Flame Charge plus Thunder actually does knock out Aerodactyl. So that was a big plan for us, was to get to this point here. Thunder does not knock out Aerodactyl at this point, so we're going to click Thunder, 100%. 77% accurate. Victini's Victory Star does boost its accuracy on its moves, so it's a 77% accurate move. I did run some calcs to make sure, but Flame Charge plus Thunder does knock out Aerodactyl. That was one of the big strategies with my Victini this week, was to be able to Flame Charge into Aerodactyl, kind of throw him off there, and then be able to hit a big Thunder. So let's hope that we don't miss. He's going to Mega Evolve here. I should be faster. And 77% accurate move. Very likely to hit 3 out of 4 times. A little over 3 out of 4 times we're going to hit this. And we're going to hit it right now. Hit the Thunder. Yes, this should knock him out unless he's incredibly bulky, which I don't think he can be, because he has to be able to deal with my low punny. And Victini comes in big, baby. Victini kills Era with Thunder. Massive. Aerodactyl's gone. Mew is weakened down to about 45%. We can assume it's more defensive. He has to go Pelipper to set the rain. If he goes Lando, I Blue Flare that. Here comes Porcelain. That is going to be his Pelipper. I can freely Thunder at this point in the match. I do not have to over-predict. We can just freely Thunder here, because I am definitely fast and Scarfed. And if he goes Lando, I mean, Lando comes in. I mean, he could do some switching here and pull some shenanigans. He could definitely go Lando to take a Thunder. You know, I could see him doing that. I could see him going Lando here to take a Thunder. Blue Flare is really not going to do much if he does that. I definitely think he goes Lando here. I definitely think he's going to go Lando here. So what do I want to do? I want to make a switch, but I don't see how you don't just go Lando right now. How much am I doing to Lando with the rain if I blue flare? Like 40%? I think I'm gonna make a big boy play and go for the blue flare into the Landorus. I hope I don't mispredict. He switches. Predicting the Thunder, he's gonna go Lando. Yep, okay. Oh, he goes Mew, actually. He goes Mew. Okay. So that's kind of smart on his part. He's just gonna sack off his Mew here. Blue flare doesn't actually knock him out. It gets close, though. My taunt wears off. I can actually flame charge and try to knock him out. I don't think it's worth it, though. I think I just blue flare again. We'll just go for the KO. Alright, cool. Victini kills the Mew. Okay. I get a crit, doesn't matter. Mew's gone. And now he's down to Kingdra, Pelipper, and Landorus. Alright. So, here comes Guppy. That is the Kingdra. How many turns of rain do we have? 3 turns out of 5, but he could have more, I'm not sure. We're going to go into our Liberty here. This thing is designed to take multiple Hydro Pumps from Kingdra. It can take 2. Hopefully he surfs instead. If he specs, he's going to actually Waterfall. So he's physically defensive. Did not expect a physically defensive Kingdra set, I'm going to be honest with you. And that's going to be big because he actually is going to throw me off there quite a bit because I'm specially defensive Bronzong. So that's kind of big. That's actually massive that he did that. That's actually massive. Okay, I think I just let Liberty go down here. I'm gonna have to unleash my Mimikyu early, I think. Not what I wanted, but I'm gonna have to. Okay. He's gonna knock me out. I thought he was gonna be special. 100% thought he was gonna be special. Okay. I think I just gotta let Bronzong go down. That's unfortunate. Props to my opponent. Alright, I'm gonna click Sunny Day on the off chance. He's gonna just Waterfall again. Is that banded though? Like, let me run a calc here. Because that did so much, dude. He like knocked me down so much. I was not expecting Waterfall. If he Waterfalls in rain, adamant. Dude, he has to be banded, I feel like. That feels like banded damage, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, I think I just go Mimikyu then. Because then he's basically gotta crit me, or flinch me to do anything. I think I just gotta go Mimikyu here. Yeah, we're gonna go Mimikyu. It's really my only play. I have to go Mimikyu here, and I have to just go for the play rough. And this is my way to stop the Kingdra. So we have to play rough. If he goes Lando, he goes Lando. It is what it is. There's not really a ton I can do about that. I just have to kind of make the play here, so I have to play rough. I'm assuming he's just gonna go Lando, though. But I have to do this. I have to do this. We played really well up to this part. I'm gonna be honest, though, that Kingdra set completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting a physically offensive Kingdra. I thought he was gonna be special, so props to my opponent for that preparation there. My Bronzong was designed to deal with a specially defensive Kingdra, not a physically offensive, or especially offensive, not physically offensive. So definitely caught me off guard there for sure. So Bronzong went down there, unfortunately, so I'll write Kingdra kills Zong with Waterfall. So play rough here is definitely our play. We can, you know, if he decides to just, you know, he has to decide, does he break the disguise or not? You know, is he gonna break a disguise or not? And we just have to not get flinched. You know, if he breaks my... As long as I don't get flinched and we kill the Kingdra, we are in an amazing spot. If he does break my disguise, he's going to switch. He goes into Lando for sure, dude. I mean, that was such an obvious play. But it wasn't one that I could risk, man. I really had to make the safe play here and play rough. So hopefully we'll do a nice chunk to this thing. Okay, that did a good amount. Let's see what that is. This is like... I'm pretty sure this is a defensive set. So like, let's take a look at like a Scarf Lando, play rough. Yeah, that looks like it's about like an offensive Landorus. That's a pretty offensive Landorus. So, I gotta figure out what my weakest member of the team here is. I don't want to go Donphan, man. I really don't want to go Donphan. I don't think that's the right play. I think actually just sacking Victini here is actually the best play. But I have to ask myself, can I beat the Pelipper otherwise? If he Scarf Pelipper, I think he's just gonna U-turn. In my mind, he just U-turns. I think I'm actually gonna go low punny. How many turns of rain? Because that's another thing. 3 turns out of 8. I'm gonna go Lola here because we can stall some more turns. I'm gonna take, I think he's gonna U-turn. If I'm him, I just U-turn into Kingdra here. So let's see what he does. He goes for the U-turn. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna take a little bit. But this allows me fake out damage on Kingdra. And we're at a point now where I just need to get as much damage off from this thing as I can. So fake out's not bad here. So we're gonna Mega Evolve and fake out. This will stall another turn of rain. And then I have to decide, what do I switch in next? Or do I just sack off my low punny? We're gonna have to sacrifice something here. So what is it? Okay, big damage there. That was massive. Okay. He's got 1 turn left of rain. This is his last turn of rain here. We have to make a big boy play. Do I let my low punny go down? How do I win this game? I think I let my Victini go down. Victini goes down and then low punny comes in. How much does a return do? Because that could be the play. Just let Victini go down. Mega low punny comes in against Kingdra. I can 2-shot everything. High jump kick kills the Kingdra. Return does not kill. I have to high jump kick. But I can beat the Lando unless he's scarfed. So that's 60 something. That's so close. I think I sack Victini here. I think I sack Victini. We're gonna have to make a big boy play, guys. Alright, we're gonna go Victini here. I gotta sack Victini, dude. He's gonna kill me right now with a waterfall. Yep. Okay. Okay. And the rain stops. Okay, so now I'm gonna go... I think I go low punny. I could go Mimikyu and play rough again, but it's just gonna he's just gonna get the rain back up. How do I win this game? If I go low punny and I high jump kick into the Lando's at like 75%. Really concerned that Lando's scarf though, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really concerned to scarf Lando right now. Very concerned about scarf Lando. It just makes sense to me that it's scarf Lando. But I just need damage off on it for Mimikyu. What does Mimikyu need from this Kingdra to be for +2 Shadow Sneak to do enough? I gotta get him down to about 60%. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. I need to go Lola and I need to high jump kick, I think. Or just return. But I don't know if return kills this thing. But I can at least dent the Pelipper coming in. I can't go Donphan here, it doesn't make sense. I can go Mimikyu and just play rough again. That just brings Lando in though. And then I think I just lose that way. Alright, we're gonna go low punny. I mean, low punny I think is my play here. It's just a matter of, you know, what move do I go for with low punny? And I think I just go for the it's tricky because, you know, I can make a prediction here and I can just go for an Ice Punch, get rid of the Lando right now. It makes Donphan disposable. Mimikyu can beat this thing, and then I'm basically down to low punny and Mimikyu versus Pelipper, and I think that's winnable. So I think I have to Ice Punch, predicting the Lando here, because I don't think return does enough. Use that like 75%. I think I have to make that play, dude. It's really frustrating. I mean, there's no way he stays in here in my mind. I think I have to Ice Punch the Lando coming in, because he's going to intimidate. All right, I believe my play is Ice Punch. I'm going for Ice Punch. He switches. I believe my play is Ice Punch. He goes into Porcelain. That's not the right play. I made the wrong play. Okay. I made the wrong play. Yeah, that was the wrong play. I need a freeze, I think. Return was the right play, because I'm not going to be able to do enough to this thing now, I don't think. I think we're going to be just short, man. I think I misplayed. Because he could be... He's not scarfed, actually. I know he's not scarfed. Just kidding. Ice Punch did like 20... Did over 25% to him. Return just doesn't do enough, dude. It does 50%. It just doesn't do enough. He's going to Hurricane me and kill me here. It's okay, though, isn't it? Mimikyu comes back in. It play roughs the Kingdra. I think I just return. I'm gonna return. Maybe I'll get lucky into U-turns. U-turns. Okay. Okay, here comes Guppy again. We sack off Donphan here. Right? Yeah, we sack off Donphan. Or do I... Okay, if he kills Lopunny right here, Mimikyu comes in, threatens him with Play Rough. I either knock out the Pelipper, I knock out the Kingdra, or I severely weaken the Landorus, which then can U-turn and break my Disguise and go back out into his Rain Sweeper, and I'm sitting there with... hold on, let's think this through. If Lopunny dies here, I think he's Scarf Lando, dude, and that's what I'm so worried about right now. Because he sat there with his Lando, he U-turned on the Lando. He's got to be Scarf Lando. So if he's Scarf Lando, Lopunny doesn't beat Scarf Lando anyway. So I think I just sack off Lopunny here. Fake Out's so nice, but I think I just sack it off here because then I can have my Rhesus available, and Rhesus still has Sturdy, and it can Earthquake this Kingdra and Ice Shard the Lando and live hits from that thing. All right, we're gonna return. He's gonna knock me out, obviously. Okay. I think I go Mimikyu, right? Yeah, we go Mimikyu. Maybe just play rough, I think. Or do I SD? I have to play rough. I have to play rough. If I SD it... If I'm him, I just go Lando here. Like, there's no reason to not Lando. If I go +4, can I win this game? I'd be... Hold on. If Mimikyu is +1 and Lando comes in, he U-turns and I go +3... Shadow Sneak can KO. Alright, I'm making a big boy play. We're Swords Dancing. Switch out. Go to Lando. This is a big risky play. I feel like I'm gonna Swords Dance here. I'm gonna try to set up 2 Swords Dances, basically. Is gonna be my plan. Last time I play roughed, he goes to the waterfall, so I misplayed, so he's gonna win the game. So props to my opponent here. I don't see any way I can win this game. He flinches me, it doesn't even matter. If I had played rough there, I think we actually win the game. He flinches me, so it doesn't even matter, dude. We're gonna lose because of the flinch. I don't even have a chance. Like, we had a chance too. That's really unfortunate. We're gonna get flinched. I think we still could have won the game though. There were still opportunities because Ice Shard from my Donphan was gonna do a lot of damage, and he was. I think actually we could have done some pretty good damage. That Pelipper was pretty weakened, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It would have been interesting for sure, but we're not even gonna have a chance. Kingdra's gonna sweep the game. So props to my opponent here for coming out with the W. Kingdra wins the game. A little bummed about that because we didn't even get a chance to, you know, find out because I got flinched. So that's game, man. So props to my opponent. Our APA season ends there. A little bit disappointing to have it end that way, for sure. Definitely disappointing, but not a whole lot you can do. Sometimes the game just isn't in your favor. This one I feel like we actually played really well. Those last couple of turns were tough though. I had to make some tough decisions around the Rain Core. I definitely didn't expect physical Kingdra, so props to my opponent for that. Had I been, you know, physically defensive Bronzong, I think we would have been okay, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot I could do there. There is actually one way. If I get a really good roll on this Earthquake here, I just realized there is still hope for us, but it's very unlikely at this point. We're gonna need to... Dude, come on, man. I don't even get a chance. I don't even get a chance. I forgot that we had the berry, dude. I don't even get a chance. Like, that's unfortunate. Earthquake plus Ice Shard actually would knock out this Kingdra. I can probably take an Earthquake from the Lando and Ice Shard it twice to potentially knock the thing. It would have been... We don't even get a chance at it, though. That's frustrating. But anyway, props to my opponent, man. We're gonna get flinched out. He played well, though. Can't be too mad about it. GG's, man. Congratulations, Ultra. Guys, go check out the WBE channel, man. Subscribe to the channel in the description below. Go check out the WBE trailer. It should be out by now. And go check out my opponent's side of the battle. We're gonna lose 3-0, man. And the Hax gods are not in our favor today, man. We get haxed out at the end. I think we... I definitely feel like we had a chance there. I feel like even though Play Rough was the better play with the Mimikyu instead of Swords Dance at the end there, it doesn't even matter because we don't have a chance. And that stinks because my Donphan actually probably could have beat the Lando and the Pelipper at that point, or at least if Mimikyu knocks out the Kingdra there, I lose my disguise. Mimikyu can weaken the Landorus, or I can switch into Donphan and Ice Shard. Like, we had a chance. Like, there was a 1,000,000% chance there that we could have still had a chance to win this game despite, you know, a good start and then kind of a rough middle. But it is what it is, man. Props to my opponent. Thank you guys so much for supporting all the games this season. I'll catch you guys for WBE coming up. Draft stream next week, guys. I'll see you guys then. Peace.